Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Jedi. A couple days ago, we looked at the top 10 Greek gods. So, of course, we have to do the top 10 Greek goddesses. So, let's go. Number 10, we have Hestia. So, Hestia is also like most of the Greek goddesses that we see. But one thing that really separates her from the other ones is the fact that a lot of people actually wanted her, like Apollo and like a lot of the other brothers of Zeus actually wanted her. But she made an oath to Zeus saying that she would actually be pure, like she wouldn't really like engage with any other man. So one of the things that she had to sacrifice was actually marrying somebody, and she could never marry anybody. She could never have a like an intimate relationship with anybody because she made an oath to Zeus that she wouldn't do that. But she kept it, and that's the really cool thing about her. Number 9, we have the youngest daughter of Zeus and Hera. We have Hebe. So the really cool thing about Hebe is the fact that she was actually like a symbol of youth and beauty because she was always really young, and her complexion was really young, and her main job was in Mount Olympus was to serve the nectar of youthfulness to all the other gods. So she basically was like the symbol of youth. So when people usually say youthful god or the symbol of youth and beauty, we always think about Hebe. Number 8, we have Nemesis. Of course, like her name, she basically did what her name suggests. She would just give us judgments and basically like see to that people were all maintaining balance, like, and they weren't doing anything wrong. And if they did something wrong, then she would go against that, and she would always be people's nemesis. So then that's basically where we get the whole nemesis idea from, where if you really hate somebody, they're your nemesis. But in reality, she was just looking out to make sure that the world keeps balance, and she's basically the god of balance. But since a lot of people commit sins and commit crimes, she basically became the nemesis for all of them. Number 7, we have Leto, and literally the main reason that she's on here is because of the fact that she was one of the first and the main favorite lover of Zeus. So considering the fact that Zeus pretty much loves every girl, the fact that she was his favorite definitely sets her apart from the rest of them. So that's one of the main reasons she's on this list. Another really cool fact about her is that she's actually the mom of Artemis and Apollo. So two of the most powerful twins in Olympus. Their mother was Leto. Number 6, we have Rhea, and she was the wife of the popular titan Kronos, who dethroned his father Uranus to take the throne. And the main reason that a lot of people know about Rhea, and the main reason that a lot of names are named after her, is because of the fact that she's basically like the mother of all the top gods. So Zeus, Hestia, Hades, all these top gods were direct descendants of Rhea. So that's basically the main reason why she has like a really powerful position, is because all these gods' mom is her, and she married one of the top titans. So that's why you see a lot of names like Rhea, and there's other versions of that people carry along into like different cultures. But the reason that a lot of people name that is because her name means like the leader or like the main mother. So that's basically what her name means, and she basically is like the mother of all the top gods. Number 5, splitting the list. Of course, we have one of the best looking goddesses, Aphrodite. So a lot of people name like Egyptian people after this, and a lot of people think that Aphrodite was actually like an Egyptian god, but in reality she was actually a Greek goddess. And the thing that really separated her was, of course, she was extremely beautiful, goddess of love and beauty, and she was the daughter of Zeus. So considering the fact that Zeus had many lovers, she was actually one of like his favorite daughters, and he actually did marry her to Hephaestus, who's like a major craftsman, and we talked about him in the previous one. But she had a secret love affair with Ares, the god of the war. I think we can say that she had a thing for bad boys. Next up, we have another daughter of Kronos and Rhea, popular titans. We have Demeter. Now, the really cool thing about Demeter was that she actually had really high status in the realm because of the fact that she basically took care of her people, and she would live by her people. She would live by the people who followed her and depended on her, and that's what really set her off from the other gods, is that she would really like care for them. So that's one of the main reasons she had a huge following, and a lot of people liked her, and of course they depended on her. So she kind of became like the leader, and that's why she had really high status. Running off the top 3, we have Artemis. The really cool thing about Artemis is she's actually the twin sister of Apollo. Not a lot of people knew that. And she was also a virgin, so she practiced chastity, looking at her dad Zeus and stuff like that. So she didn't really like the whole idea of love. So she was like a really great hunter. She basically would just live off in the nature and just like kind of be in the wild, and she would just hunt for her own food. She was a really good archer, so she was kind of just like in with the nature and just chilling in forests and jungles like that. So that's one of the reasons not a lot of people know about her. And of course, she's the twin sister of Apollo, so she's always just gonna get left behind. But it's worth noting, and she is probably one of the most popular ones, popular of the goddesses, considering the fact that, of course, the thing that sets her apart, she is a twin sister of Apollo and the son and the daughter of Zeus. It's a good thing for her because a lot of people look at her as like one of the family members, and of course Apollo is really great. It's also a bad thing because if you really care about Apollo, a lot of people she sometimes just get left back in the shadows. So only people that are like really low know about her. So now you do too. All right, we're coming after the top two, and these are probably the strongest ones. Number 2, we have Hera, the goddess or the wife of Zeus. And the really cool thing about Hera is that she was really powerful, and she really like stood her ground. And even the mighty Zeus, the guy who basically like messes around with anybody, was really afraid of her because she was just way too powerful and she knew how to manipulate him. So she was like really smart. So Zeus really feared her, and Zeus knew her capability. So that's one of the main reasons that she was really powerful. And of course, she's the wife of Zeus. So she's number 2 on this list because number 1 is really great. Number 1, we have arguably the greatest goddess of all time, Athena. So she was the goddess of wisdom, intelligence, and all that, like reasoning and all that great stuff. And the really cool thing about her is the fact that she was actually never born. There was a huge story about how Zeus swallowed her from her mom because something happened. And then like Zeus had a massive headache and she kind of just popped up. So she had a really weird birth story. And the really cool thing about her is she's so powerful and she does not care about anybody, and she's really headstrong. So she is like really powerful to the point where she actually like stands up against some of the male gods. So she really has her own place in the realm, and she's probably one of the most powerful goddesses. And if there's any goddess that could stand up against one of the gods, it's most likely Athena. Alright guys, so that is the top 10 Greek goddesses. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned a lot of cool things about goddesses, because we can't just talk about the gods and leave out the goddesses, right? So, share this video, and make sure you guys follow me on Instagram right there. And also,
like the video, share the video, and subscribe.
And also, huge red subscribe button right here. I'll see you guys next time.